celebrate. They have done it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with the rumour has it really more transfer stories hitting Newcastle United. This window was open, this mini window for the first 10 days of June, and there's loads of stories doing the rounds. Not the stories we want to hear either. Not always about Newcastle being linked to players, but other clubs being linked to our players. It was Nick Pope and Matt Targett the other day. Now this time it's a huge story doing the rounds, and this is one that's been around before, but I just can't see this happening. I can't see the club allowing this to happen. And it's all about our young fullback Tino Livramento, right fullback, but has been filling in superbly well for Lewis Hall at left back. Apparently Manchester City and Pep Guardiola are going to go full throttle to get Tino Livramento this summer to replace the aged and outgoing Kyle Walker, who apparently AC Milan do not want to buy permanently, and he'll be coming back to the club, but there is no future for Kyle Walker at the football club. Now this one to me has to be a non-starter for Newcastle United. I just can't see it. We don't have a good enough full-back to cover Tino coming through the ranks. I mean, yes, he's been playing left-back and Lewis Hall's there, but we need a right-back. We need a good, solid right-back. And Tino Livramento, he's been in the England squad. He was unlucky not to get in the last senior England squad, but that's because he's in the under-21s, I think, for the international tournaments. But Tino Livramento is just going to get nothing but better. He's full of pace, great positional sense, brilliant defensively. Offensively, he does leave a little bit to be desired, but there's room for improvement with Tino. We've seen improvement already at Newcastle. 35 million quid or whatever it was we paid for him. People questioned it back then, wondered why we were buying somebody for tomorrow when we need someone for today. And right now, Tino Livramento and Lewis Hall are pretty much the heir apparent to Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson's thrones as the best full-backs in the league for me. We have been for a long time. Now, Manchester City, normally when they're this aggressive on a player, they do not let up. And apparently, looking at all the news outlets, and of course they're going to favour Man City, Fabrizio Romano whipped it up as he always does, saying that Manchester City really want Tino Livramento, but it's going to be difficult because Newcastle want to keep him. Difficult is an understatement, guys. You're talking about a player here that if we were going to try and sell him, I think you'd be wanting anywhere between 80 to 100 million for Tino Livramento. And who are you going to buy in to replace him? There is no real direct replacement that I can see coming through the ranks to replace Tino Livramento, what he does for Newcastle United. Not only what he can do in that right back slot, but look at his versatility. He's filled in at left back, he's played centre half, he's pushed up in the midfield, and he just gives you nothing but energy. Tino gets you up the pitch defensively, mucks in, helps out. Really likeable lad as well. Eddie Howe's a big fan of Tino, and I just can't see Newcastle wanting to part with Tino Livramento this summer, because I just don't see who you bring in to replace him. Who's better, unless you go overseas and sign a player, but name me a top quality fullback that's going to come in and improve Newcastle United right now. Kieran Trippier's getting old. We've seen Kieran Trippier this just season gone at times look really tired and lethargic and fatigued, and he can't play 6 or 7 games off the spin, Kieran Trippier. So we need Tino Livramento in this squad, and to me this is just a complete non-starter for Newcastle. They shouldn't even entertain this offer. They should say thanks Man City, but no thanks. Good luck in your search to replace Kyle Walker, but it will not be Tino Livramento. But let us know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Would Newcastle cash in on Tino? Would they think about reinvesting that in other areas? Or do you think, like me, it just makes us look so much weaker as a squad? Our squad was already thin last season. We still managed to get Champions League and win a cup. We need to enhance the squad, not weaken it any further by selling our best young players like Tino Livramento. So for me, it's an absolute no-go. But this transfer window is going to throw up loads of stories. This little mini window, then it'll close and it's back open again from the 16th till September. If Man City are really interested in Tino, they will come for him. But Manchester City had a season last season that was not a Manchester City usual season. How long's Pep going to be there? I don't know. He's looking for a rebuild. This summer he might want to go again and try and win the league next season, and maybe once Tino Livramento was part of that title winning side. But I hope that Tino wants to stay at Newcastle. I hope Newcastle want to keep Tino, and this is where we see what the club's ambition is all about. Don't just cash in and think about the money, think about the longevity and how much it would cost to replace that player. For me right now, Tino Livramento is almost irreplaceable in this team. Let me know if you agree with that in the comments. Like and subscribe. We'll be back with some more transfer stories soon. There's loads flying out. Keep it evermore. Have a belter. See you later. Cheers.
heroes celebrate. They have done it.